So guys, today is a good day, at least for one of the cryptos we're going to be talking about in today's video. And more specifically, we're going to be going into a couple of the other cryptocurrencies, more specifically in Base. So I'm going to be going over the cryptos I'm in. You guys all know what those are. That's Alien Base, Aerodrome, and well, we're going to go through and individually give price updates on each of those, as well as kind of get more into depth on the overall crypto market. So let's do that first. Let's go over the overall status of the crypto market first, just because that'll help us to understand the rest of the market, or the specific coins we're going to be talking about, by going over, the current status of the market. So currently, I like to look at, in terms of when we talk about the overall crypto market status, I like to look at Bitcoin. I like to look at what Bitcoin's been up to, and it's still around 69,000, which is perfect. But you see alts also declining as well, 4 or 5% to even 11%, which we'll be getting into. So overall, today seems to be a little sell-off day for the crypto market. Again, people's emotions will convince them to do crazy things, and they'll sell it all right now. Like, guys, the only time we should be concerned is if whatever your outlook is for a peak should be, if that peak doesn't come, or if the crypto market doesn't do anything at that point, then you should be worried. But right now, there should be no worry at all. And so if you are someone who's worried, I highly suggest just taking a look at the bigger picture and understanding that we're nowhere near the date and time of where crypto is supposed to be at its peak for this cycle. And so keeping that in mind, make sure you just understand that and just don't worry, because at the end of the day, it's gonna, it's not gonna be good for you if you're worrying about, the market's current status and everything like that. But specifically, so again, little bit of a sell-off day today, and kind of how it was yesterday as well, which is perfectly fine. We still have elections coming up next week. We still have a bunch of other things coming up with macroeconomic factors and things. So really just overall bullish still. But we're going to be talking individually about Aero, Well, and Alien Base, 3 base coins, where it seems to kind of be where the direction on my channel is going, at least for now. Guys, don't expect my channel to be, primarily into crypto going into the future. I'm saying, like, after this cycle, we're going to just go over investing advice and just kind of my whole journey into next year. But right now, we're talking everything the bull run and the coins that I'm in, and I know a lot of you are also in. I know a lot of you are in Aero. I know a lot of you are in Well. I know a lot of you are in ALB. And I've talked about these coins for a long time. Well, Aerodrome for a long time. More recently, we've talked about ALB, as it's where I've heard about it. But Aero, we called at 37 cents when it dipped in summer. I told everyone about it. I entered in at 60 cents, so it's still really good right now. Moonwell, we called at 3 cents on this channel, guys, where we 3x'd. So, we're hovering below 9 cents right now. Haven't gone below 8 cents, which is amazing. And, Aerodrome's at $1.12. And we're going to go over those two first, because actually they both are performing. Moonwell's performing a little less, or a little more less than Aerodrome is, for reasons we're going to get into. But then Alien Base we called a couple days ago, and it's up like 40-50%, and we doubled. So not off that 40-50, but consecutively it was up 40-50% day by day. So I think we've doubled at that point, which is amazing to see. I really like to see that. I can't lie, guys. So with that in mind, let's get into Aerodrome first. Aerodrome's at $1.12. Am I worried? Not at all. Come on. Like, this is a coin that Coinbase Ventures invests in. Coinbase is like investing branch. You have grayscales. I always talk about this because of the long-term outlook. So I don't understand why people are, temporary bearish. The chart does look, if you're someone who studies charts, it definitely does look bearish. But at the end of the day, I'm only concerned with long term. That's all I'm concerned about. Anything now, I always say, is extra. So I could care less. I think this is still really good entry point, or unless you are genuinely bearish on the charts right now and you expect it to go lower and you want to enter in lower, then maybe plan on that, but I wouldn't place all my bets on that. So you have that for Aerodrome. Again, regardless, now I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to honestly say where I plan to exit out of this coin, because I have said in the past of 40x, because it could, like, regardless, Aerodrome could hit $40. That's more on the unrealistic side though, and that's a Moon Boy price prediction. For me, I'm looking to exit out of Aerodrome at $10 to $20. That's genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, what I plan to do. You have people expecting $30, $40. I don't believe that is very viable and smart with a coin of this magnitude, because again, of how high its market cap is already. That's a lot of growth from like $20 to $40. It's a lot of growth. So keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind. I'd say $10 to $20 is where I'm exiting for Aerodrome. Next up is Moonwell. Moonwell is, again, down 11, 10, maybe even 9%, which is more than Aerodrome. But, I mean, that's just today. Overall, it's up a crazy amount. I think over 150%. In like the week or a couple of days. I think that's a week though. So clearly, you know, it has not really faltered that much. But the reasoning is, at least what I've been seeing, is the fact that people are just looking at the overall borrowing and lending crypto space. And this is a risk, so keep this in mind, where people are looking at this and they're saying, okay, there's other similar coins that aren't performing as well because people are defaulting on their loans, you know, which, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Crypto is that space where it's like a borrowing and lending platform. It does have its risks. However, guys, I have good news. Moonwell, of course, is, I mean, it's not, of course, an exception. However, it does have smart contracts. They have great legal team. They have so much in check to prevent itself from these defaults and a bunch of other problems. So, and of course, they're not invincible. So don't take that as me saying that there's nothing could happen to them. But I'm saying that a lot of this dip is from that fear. And I believe Moonwell has, you know, Moonwell has not had these problems, and they have it set up in a way where they're going to be, they can handle these situations just fine. And again, Aerodrome's invested in this coin, guys. Like, other corporations are invested in this coin. I don't understand why people still take the time to be bearish when literally all it takes is looking, instead of just looking at the niche of borrowing and lending platforms, look at what the project itself is doing, and you're going to see that, okay, it has smart contracts. Okay, they have a good legal, like, they have a bunch of different things in check that do make them a strong coin, regardless of how the overall sentiment is for that niche. Therefore, I believe Moonwell to be fine, and my exit range for me is $1.50 to $3.50, somewhere in that range. Again, I've said $5 to $7 is crazy unrealistic, but $5 is a possibility. I still think that could happen, maybe even $6. But again, I don't want to risk things. I want to take my profits at $1.50, $3.50. I think that's smart for me to do. And now we're getting into the fun one, guys. Alien base, which is like up 40-50% today, and was exactly the same way yesterday. This is an amazing coin so far, at least for profit wise, because I actually got into this coin. Today is Saturday. I think I got into this coin Thursday, I believe. And from Thursday to now, I've doubled my money, more than doubled my money. So it's been great. And this is still a project that's at a $40 million market cap and has the potential to reach like $4 billion. I don't think it will go above like 10 billion would be crazy for the coin. But I don't think it'll get anything like that. I think there is a potential for it to reach 4 to 6 billion. And where am I looking to exit from? Well, it's currently at what, 45 to 50 cents. I'm looking to exit around $25 to $50 a token, because I do believe this has potential to be a 50 to 100x. Keep that in mind, that it could be a lot lower than that. So that is mine. I'm kind of using my alien base as like that extreme situation where that's something I take a lot of profit from. Then Aerodrome's more my safer play, and Moonwell I'm also looking to take some safe profits so then I can throw all my profits into Bitcoin. But that is genuinely my plan, guys. No BS, straight up what I'm going to be doing. I like to keep it real here because there's so much like scare in the crypto influencer space, and I wouldn't even call myself an influencer. I'm just someone like you who's just voicing what I'm doing as an investor on my platform. And yeah, there's so much scare around it, and you know, I just want to give the most value to everyone. These are free videos, and it's crazy to think like I've called out 3Xs, and who knows what those could be in the future. So I really hope you guys join this journey with me, but do your own research. I don't want anyone to ever just take my word for something and then end up being screwed. Please do your own research, and if it doesn't make sense for you financially, do not do it. Okay, that's going to be it for me today, guys. This was a great video, and I hope you guys did take something from it. Just a little market update, and yeah, I will see you guys later.